Morning. So I am a little bit snotty, but I've had another look at what I need to stock up on, and also taken a look at previous videos, and I've realised that I've not done an embroidery video for a long time. So whilst I've been doing my list of stocking up, I've decided that we're going to do some zombie keyrings as well as some big dammit dolls. Now, in terms of zombie keyrings, ran out of green, so I'm gonna need to make some green ones. A couple of yellows, and then I think I've got some purple felt. I'm not too sure if I have or not, but that will be on the list to purchase, basically. Some purple felt. Yeah. In terms of dammit dolls, we've got quite a few big ones that are out of stock. Black seems to be very popular. Go figure. Now, because I don't have a purple one in the big dammit dolls, it makes me think that I don't have any purple felt. So that might have to go onto the purchase list. On top of that, I also need some more foam for my signs. The other things that I need to make black and purple pendulum mats. I've already covered pendulum mats in a previous video, so I'm not going to do that again. But yeah, I'm planning before Magna, so when this video comes out it'll be Magna. Planning before Magna to have some black and purple pendulum mats, because I do have some lovely, I was going to say vinyl, it's not vinyl. Velvet, Jesus Christ, to make some more pendulum mats and some more signs, but I need to get some more foam for them. The only other things I can stock up on / make, coin purses, headbands and scrunchies. I've not actually made scrunchies yet. I know how to make them, I've just not stocked any up for the fairs, so I'll have to do some of them as well. Yeah, and some more glow in the dark stuff, which I'll do in a different video. So yeah, so this video is going to be all about dammit dolls, poppet dolls, specifically the making large ones, small ones, and some keyring versions as well. First off, we're going to do the keyrings just because there's a little bit extra to do for those keyrings, including adding some ribbon on, and then I'll move on to the larger ones as well. The only other thing I don't have right now is some stuffing. It is on its way. I believe I got an email this morning saying that it was it's going to arrive by Wednesday, so yeah, let's do it. Okay, so for this design for the keyrings, we're going to be using our largest hoop, which is an 8 by 12 inch hoop. Now we can comfortably fit 6 on this hoop, 3 facing that way and 3 facing this way. It makes it easier doing it that way for the ribbon, or the little string, I guess you could say, that the keyring hoop links onto. So first things first, we're going to open this up. Ow. And we are going to put some tearaway stabilizer on. Just going to put one layer on. Grab us pins. I'm going to pin it all the way around. Now mine goes a little bit mad because I'm not giving her any attention. Okay. So she's going to sit right where I'm working. Great. So first off, it's going to do an outline. So whilst it does that, I'm going to cut some felt. This is just a silver thread. Flip it onto the other side. Mango? What are you doing? In fact, I know exactly what she's doing. She is watching the thread. So she's figured out that the thread feeds from here, up here, up here, but she can't, when it's like this, light, you can't see it. So you'll just see her face moving towards it until she eventually finds it. Take this off. Ooh. No! Get off! You're not allowed to eat it. Get stuffed. Put your eyes away. No, put your eyes away. No. No, get off. No. Put your eyes away. This is why we can't have nice things, Mango. See, the thread's not there, but she will try and go for it. She will. I know you, Miss Madam. So from here we're going to cut out our material. We want it to just cover 1/2, so I'm going to do 3 green and 3 yellow. Now these will be covered in mango fur because why not? Right, so before we put these on, we need to put on some ribbon. Now you can't see it. Oh, there we go. So you can see it now that I'm holding it up. So the outline, where the head is, we're going to put a folded piece of ribbon so that it's coming out of the top. And all I'm going to do is pin that in place. You can use tape if you want to. I prefer to use pins just because I don't have any tape. And in terms of how long this is going to be, about 4 inches, and then when it's folded in half there's 2 inch left. So I'm just folding it in half. As best I can. Like that. So you want a nice tail inside the head so it's nice and secure. Okay, so starting on the yellow side first, gonna make sure that they don't fold over. Okay. Now there is going to be some overlap here, so what I'm first going to do is let it we'll let it do one side first, then I'm going to trim and then do the other side, just so that there's no issues with it, basically. So from here we don't need to pin it down because it's going to get stuffed anyways, so on it goes. Oh wait, I need to change the bobbin. I think we'll just go with the gold, since it's already wound up. Okay. I also need to go get some lunch. It is nearly 2 o'clock and I've not had anything since this morning. Okay, so so all it's done, it's just on the second stage, well it's on the third stage now, but the second stage is just going back over the outline that it's done on the stabilizer. This is just to secure down the fabric. Next it's going to do the red hearts, so we're going to have to change the bobbin and the thread that's feeding up at the top. When this is done, it'll then do the stitches, which we'll do in black. I'm going to flip over and we're going to attach the back. Now for this, because it is going to fall off, it's not going to stay, we are going to put a pin in each corner just so that it's laying nice and flat. It doesn't need to be taut at all, just literally wants pinning down into place.
Obviously make sure there's no creases, but it doesn't, you don't need to pull it tight or anything like that. Just place it on and pin it. There we go. Back on it goes. Oh wait, before we do that, we need to change the bobbin again. That's it. So I'm not sure if you noticed there, but it has missed out this side here. Reason for that being, that's where we're going to stuff the keyring and then sew it up. So it goes around the outline first, just once, and then it double backs on itself. This is what's known as a double stitch. This keeps it together and lets it hold so that the product lasts, basically. So what's happened is this. So once when we changed the bobbin, the machine detected that the lever was up, even though it wasn't, and it decided to jump from here to here. It then shifted again when it realised that the lever was down and started here instead, causing this jump stitch. Now what I've done is I've just restarted the machine and I've said no to starting back where it's left off, and I've just reloaded the program again, and what we're going to do is we're going to undo this stitching with some tweezers and a cutter. I do have my embroidery scissors here just in case we need them, but this is basically now surgery. But yeah, this can happen, and it has happened a few times. It's just about catching it early before you've ruined the whole thing. So you can see there is a hole, but the thread has now been removed. Just check on the other side and clean up any bits. So like here. Get rid of that bit. There we go. There we go. So with these holes, these will basically disappear once when we start stuffing. So all good. Hopefully the machine has now rectified itself now that we've restarted it and restarted the program. Lovely. Right, so to make sure that these don't get caught, we're gonna trim the excess down here. There we go. So we have cleared the feet, and I've just realigned the ribbon. And take our green, pop it straight on. We'll need to switch to a green thread. Just give me a minute whilst I do that. This is dark green. Go. Okay, so front's done. Now to flip over to the back, and yes, I did realise my mistake after I did it. I forgot to cut the back off, so now he's got some little yellow booties. No, now that's done, we need to put the back on and change the thread again. Question is, will this cover? Yes, it will. Yes, it will. Right. Let's put that down there. So removing all the pins, including the ones that are holding in the ribbon. That one has gone. Yep, that's gone, that's disappeared. That's fine. Okay. And all the ones around the edge. Those. Right, so this is going to do some larger ones. So I need to make some, what size are these? I think this is 7x5. Yeah, 7x5 dolls. And then the largest size is 9x7, I want to say. Essentially, this right here is going to do 2. I need some black and some white. Then I need to do some larger ones. Blue, white, yellow, black. Oh, and I also need a couple of little grey ones as well. I might make more black actually. I might make 2 lots of black because they're quite popular. Whilst this is going, I'm not going to be able to speak. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut these into squares and tear off the stabilizer. I can't stuff these yet, So whilst that's going, I'm going to cut round them using my little embroidery scissors as well. Okay. So the needle has snapped. You can see it's bent. So we're gonna have to do, well, obviously replace the needle, but we're also gonna have to make sure that there's no sharp bits in our project. So I'm gonna need the light on. There we go. Lovely. That was actually a clean snap, to be fair. It doesn't look like it's ruined our project. No. So sometimes these can be really bad, to the point where it like rips through everything. But that was actually a clean break. That's not too bad. So all we need now is an organ needle. This is my go-to. And this is a 75 standard embroidery needle. Because I go through a lot of these, I have quite a few packs of these. So yes, this is not the first time and this is not the last time that this will happen. So with these, we have a flat side and a curved side. So the curve is going to go in front and the flat back. Put the foot down so that we can, we need to pull this through as well, actually. There we go. So flat back. Oh. That's it. So now that these are cut out, all that's left is to stuff using the opening here. Stuff, then sew the closing shut and then add a keyring. Now in terms of what the keyring is, it is literally just a ring. These ones. So it's literally just a ring for these that we put on and not drop like that. Next part of the video would be me stuffing this when the stuffing comes. Finally got some stuffing. So we're going to open up this bad boy
watch it double, triple in size, and we are going to stuff these. The one thing that I'm not going to do in this video is stitch them up, because I need something to do whilst I am at Magna. So I'm going to stitch these up when I'm at Magna. But essentially, when it's full, we're just going to pinch this closed, and then I'm going to follow the stitch line here to close up that side bit, and then trim off the excess that I've left. So I always like to leave a bit of a lip, just so I have a nice clear opening, basically. But yeah, so we'll stuff some, and then, as I said, sewing will be at a different time. But yeah. So for the large ones, as you just watched me do, you can use your fingers to get the stuffing in. When it gets smaller, we have to use, or at least I personally use, smaller instruments. So even though these are quite big, I use these for my goddesses as well. And sometimes when my hands start cramping up, it's nice to use these to get up into the head. So these ones do have an angle at the end, just to help get that last little bit. Now with these, the hardest bit is to get it into this arm. So with the opening being here, it's very hard to twist around and get it in there. Quite a few times I've actually ripped the arm because of it. So I always try to put it in here first. I mostly use these to get into the edges, so right here, there, and there. After that, you can use your fingers to stuff it in. It's just getting it right into the corner, because otherwise you'll have like a flat hand rather than an all-round stuffed poppet.
for my smallest, we have to use even smaller. Now, because these don't have a hook or an angle to them, it is very difficult to get into this corner here. So there's the opening. I have to go like a U-bend straight back. Like that. So as you can see, this often gets undone. So whenever I'm stitching, I do an extra little bit up here just to make sure that it's not going to go anywhere. And for these we have to use even smaller bits, and I often use very, very small. I also have to do this for the goddesses as well, to get right up in the arm. So that is what usually happens, where it's like a gape. So as mentioned, all we need to do is stitch down the line that's already here, closing these two together and snip off any excess. Same here. And here as well. Now you can add a hook, a hanger to any of these. You just need to do the ribbon, fold it in half before you put on your first top layer. These are from Titania Creations. Now she has retired and I believe her website is closed. However, I know that she is still on Etsy with a couple of her designs on there. Don't know if this is on there. You'll have to have a look. But yeah, that's how I make and stuff poppets for my brand. Just as a quick side note actually, before this video officially ends, because we hand stitch this clothes, I say we, because I stitched this closed. If you were to purchase one of these and you want to put like herbs or something in it, you can unpick this side and put whatever you want in. So some people like to put lavender in, things for protection, crystals, that kind of thing. So you can have this open and you can sew it shut with whatever. But yeah, big ones, little ones, earrings. So yeah, that's all then. Blessed be, so mote it be, all that jazz.